What's up, my fellow traders? Hope you all having an awesome weekend. So in this weekend's video, I'm going to show you all the net gas entries we had in past 3 months. As I've already shown the previous 6 months entries in my last month's video. The links are in the description if you want to see that. Only going to talk about these net gas entries, the way we enter the trade, why we did not enter the trade, and why we entered the trade, because I got these questions asked a lot that Oma, we had a nice big green candle or big red candle, why didn't we enter sell or buy trade? That is what I'm going to teach you in this week's video. I'm only going to show you net gas entries so that you will understand how we enter the trades when we follow all the rules, and you will see the potential of making money if you follow the rules and be patient. So I'm going to show you all these entries that happened. These are the entries that is not hidden. I've already announced these entries on my YouTube channel. That is what I'm going to show you. But before that, this video is sponsored by Ravcan Indicators. These guys made this awesome indicator which I'm going to talk about in the first part of the video. So if you want to skip this part of the video, you can skip it to the timestamp right up there. But if not, if you are interested, I'm going to show you how this indicator works. I've done some scalping last week. I've been testing this indicator, so that is what I'm going to talk about. So this is an indicator which is a trend following indicator. Also can give you false signal, but that is what I'm going to talk about, how to use this indicator as efficient as possible. That is why I've been testing this from last 2 weeks. Now, as you can see right here on the screen, you can see this little red and blue arrow. That means red is for sell, blue is for buy. So if you follow me for a couple of years, you know that I take my sell entries below 50 EMA, buy entries above 50 EMA. So like I said, this is a trend following indicator. So right here, this entry would be valid signal. If you want to follow that, right here, this red arrow, that is fine. That gives some nice push down, but I wouldn't be taking this blue arrow as an entry. That this is below 50 EMA. Now, if you push forward, right here, that red arrow, that will be a valid entry, and that all these entries happened last week on 5 minutes time frame. If you want to do scalping, then use 5 minutes time frame. It also works on the higher time frame. If you want to go 15 minutes, 1 hour, that's totally up to you. So for now, I'm just going to show you how you see these entries. I'm also going to show you the live entry we had in a very short moment. So that is how it works. Once you get this indicator, you apply this indicator like this, and right here, if you push down, if you go back, this entry happened above 50 EMA. I'll take this signal. As you can see, all these above 50 EMA, I will take this as signal. Right here, all these are good, but if you see right here in red, even though that pushed down, but I wouldn't be taking this as an entry because this is a trend following indicator and price is above 50 EMA, and all we need to see an entry above 50 EMA, buy above 50 EMA, sell below 50 EMA. So that is how it works. All these entries, what happened here on gold, and if you see Euro USD right here, there was an entry below 50 EMA, right? This red candle, stops and target, they have the whole manual. If you want to go through that, once you buy this, you will get the user manual as well. So right here below 50 EMA, we had this red candle. Stop loss you can put above 50 EMA, few pips above 50 EMA if you are taking sell trades, or few pips below 50 EMA if you are taking buy trades. So right here you have a sell condition, and as you can see, the price pushed down nicely. Now I wouldn't be taking this as a buy trade because we are below 50 EMA. So that is how all these red signals happened below 50 EMA. This is for Euro USD. So you can make your own strategy out of that once you test it. You can also tweak some rules for you. That's totally up to you. Once you see how this indicator works, that is how bend your rules according to your own choice. So let me show you how this indicator works, because when you get an entry, it sends you a notification with a beep, and let me quickly show you how this works. So that is how you get a signal, a live signal. It's not even lagging. Once you get a candle, it gives you a signal, and all these signals you can see on the side with the time, and it also tells you what pair or what commodity you got a signal there. It will give you the pair, something you see right here. It will also tell you the pair or whatever commodity you're trading, and time as well when the signal happens. So that is how you can use this indicator. Once you join it, you'll get this trading manual, how to use this. You'll get all the information right here. If you can see, ranging sideways, avoid trading signal other than breakout. So once the breakout happens, you can take your entry with this candle right here with this blue arrow. As you can see, this trend following indicator, all we need to see a good trend and then take your entries. And right here for the bearish trade, we had a breakout below, and that is how you take your bearish trade with entries. So you get all the information once you join. So once you join, they also give you access to the trading course right here. So right here, these are the pricing. You can take a look at ravcan.co.uk. The link is also in the description of my video, and you will get 15% discount if you use my code MONEYMARKERS. It's already linked in the description, and you can also able to get 30% discount. They only give one 30% discount once a month. So if you are interested in that, just DM me if you need a 30% discount coupon. I'll request them to send that off, and that is only one available once a month. Right here, the RevCam indicator, right here, you use this discount code at the checkout. I've already uploaded a video for TradingView indicator, and if you want to take a look, which is right here, but this is for MT4 platform. If you want to use the TradingView indicator, that is chart prime indicator, they have also tons of signal like possible reversal upwards, reversal downwards. Another one they have a buy and sell signal right here. If you see all the way, that is also something I've already uploaded. And if you want to go through that, that is for TradingView is right here, chart prime, and that is a link if you want to go through that as well. Now, I've already shown you this indicator on 5 minutes time frame, but then there is no point for you to use this indicator, because then if you open your position, it will open in gap up, even for gold and silver as well. So that is why I mainly trade with INFX and IC market. The spread is really tight. You also get a positive swap, mean you get paid for your trade rather than paying swap. There are some pairs and some commodities where you receive the swap with INFX. And if you are a scalper, they have a raw spread account. And I was also very excited when I saw this exotic pair. The spread was only 8 pips. This is USD Chinese pair, and just with INFX I've seen that they have a spread of 7 pips in the raw spread account. So I have a raw spread account with them. If you want to open a commission free account, that's different. But right here, this is one of my favorite pair for my trend trading, for my pullback strategy. As you can see, this pair is mostly trending nicely upwards, and we had lots of pullback strategies, and that is why I like to trade this pair as well. I recently took this trade last week, and as you can see, we had the signal. If you are my student or my priority member, we had the signal on 23rd of August 10 a.m. UK time, and we had a nice take profit of 200 pips. Like I said, this pair has a huge spread, but INFX, the spread is really low. Make sure when you sign up using my link in the description. With that, I will add you in my priority group for free as long as you're active with them. So you'll get all the trade alerts, all the reports for indices, forex and commodities every single week. With that, if you sign up using the link in the description, which is right here, the top one is the commission free, and the bottom one right here, it is the raw spread account. So in this weekend's video, like I said, I'm only going to talk about natural gas, and I'm going to show you entries we had in last 3 months since 24th of May. We had some good entries before that, and as you can see right here, and I've already mentioned these entry in my previous video, and that is also linked in the description if you want to check that out. That is right here, my net gas trade result recent, that is the previous one, and that is the scalping one, net gas. So all these videos are already linked there, so if you want to check the results, that is there. Now let's talk about these entries, and now these entries happened with conditions only. We did not enter the trade blindly, and the way we enter the trade with patience, that is what I'm going to talk about, because I get so many messages from traders when the price is trading in between the zones. Shall we buy or sell, or is it a good time to buy or sell? And I always say no, enter with conditions only. So let's look at this trade first that happened on 24th, which I've already announced on my YouTube video before the signal has even happened. So as you can see, we had a completion of the pattern. Now I want to see a next candle as a bearish candle. If you have a bearish engulfing candle that fully engulfs the previous candle, in that case we have a sell signal. Stop loss will be above this termination zone, take profit somewhere around this termination zone right here. Nice one. So we had a take profit hit with the entry number 1 I've mentioned in my YouTube video. Let me show you what happens after we had a break. We had an entry number 2. So right here, entry number 2. Once this candle break and close below this termination zone, then we have an entry, stop loss above, take profit wherever you want to take it. So that is what I'm looking at. If you have a break, the price will likely fall further. Nice one. So as you can see, we had a nice break, and then we had an entry number 2, and that hit your target. So exactly going with analysis, what I want to show you, after we had a take profit number 1 hit right here with the entry number 1, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candle, means 6 times 5, 6 times 4, 24. So we waited 24 hours. And the reason I'm counting this candle, because once you have a take profit hit, you get excited. You have euphoria that now you're going to conquer the trading world, and then you start taking other trades because you've already made some money, and then you just want to be in the trade all the time. But the professional traders, they wait for the next condition. So after 24 hours, we had a break, and there we entered, and then we had the price push down. That is enough to hit your target. Now what do we have after that? After the target is hit right here, we are waiting for the next condition, and which is what I'm going to show you. And I'm expecting a good pullback from 1.618 retracement right here. Once the price hit 1.618 retracement, then I'm expecting few green candles and then a continuation towards the downside. I look for my sell trades only with bearish engulfer after few green candles. Nice one. So we are at the exact date in the past, and let me show you that I've said when the price is going to hit 1.618 retracement, and then we're going to look for sell trade with pullback of few green candles. That is what I've exactly said. So let's see if that happens or not. Let's play the market and see. Right here, the price hit 1.618 retracement, and that is the area from where we start to look for a pullback and then next bearish signal. So let's see if that happens or not. So right here, we are pushing up. Right here, what do we have? We had a pullback, exactly what I've said, and then we had a bearish engulfer. The conditions are running exactly smoothly. Let's see if I've announced this entry or not. And as you can see, we have this swing high bearish engulfing pattern. That is my sell signal. The way you can enter this type of trades is right at the close of this candle, and the ATR of this candle is 4.6. Targets can be 4.6, something like this, or what you can do, you can keep your take profit to above the wick and go 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Awesome. So did we have a signal here? And I've announced in my YouTube video. All the videos are there exactly with the dates. Go and check that out. My videos are there. The videos I'm showing here has already been published on my YouTube channel. And let's see how the price action pushed down. Right here, target has been hit nicely. So did you see the power of entering with conditions that we had to wait couple of hours? See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 4-hour candles. So we waited 48 hours to enter this trade. Right, so after that take profit hit, what do we have in this area? Nothing, no signals, no entry. We just waited to get a signal, and then what do we have? After waiting long, we had a nice condition on 20th of June 2023, a nice double top pattern. And let's see if I've announced that in my videos or not. If the price push up within this zone, forms a double top pattern, in that case we have a very good sell signal as well. If you are a less aggressive trader, I want to see a signal something like this, exactly like this, if you want to enter in an aggressive way with bearish engulfer or a double top entry pattern. Awesome. So in my 19th of June video, I've clearly mentioned that we'll be entering a trade with the double top or bearish engulfer, and as you can see, what do we have right here? And we had a condition, and if you see that time this was a level of resistance, and level of resistance and support keep on changing, and we need to update that every week or so. So that is how we have a signal here. And what do we have? A trade with a condition that hit over take profit nicely. Then what happens? Once the price hit the level of support, which I've mentioned in my next video, we had a nice bullish engulfer, and let's see if I've mentioned that or not. So that is what you call a trend continuation zone, and as you can see, the price did come back to my trend continuation zone. Paying attention to this green candle, so if it closes as a bullish engulfer, in that case we have a valid entry. Targets will be 180, initial targets will be 180, and then take profit wherever you want to take it. Stop loss will be below, somewhere below this wick. Awesome. So did we get a bullish engulfer? Yes, we do. We get a bullish engulfer, and what do we have? We had a price pushed up, respected over 10 trend continuation zone, and nicely in the next level. A nice trade we had with conditions again. Then let's move forward, and we did not have any entries in between this area. I got lots of messages. The traders are waiting for the next trade, and I would not enter any trade unless and until I see a condition, and which I can't see anywhere. No valid condition. Yes, that would be a double top, but that time we did not have this as a resistance. So what do we have then? We had a price trading below 50 EMA. That time we had a resistance level at this point. So let's see what I've said when we had this condition. All I want to see a signal to enter, which is my bearish signal within this area of value, from where I want to enter my sell trade with one of the conditions like bearish engulfer or a double top confirmation. Awesome. So what do we have right here? And nicely the price pushed down, hitting our take profit. That time we did not have the support. That would be a good condition for a buy as well. This is how we entered the trade with conditions, no entries, no conditions. Awesome. So then next, what do we have? Right here, a nice double bottom pattern. So let's see if I said that in my video or not. So whichever entry I get first, I will enter my trade. So what do we have? Right here, price made a low and then a pullback as mentioned in my previous video, followed by a bearish engulfer. And what is the ATR of this candle? 3.9. 3.9 is your targets, and as you can see, the 4 points targets has been hit nicely. So I've also said that I'll be looking to enter my trade, buy trade, if I get a reason to enter buy trade. So at this point, price has now rejected from the support area. I'm seeing a nice condition for buy. This candle closed as a 382 candle. Right here, it is a 382 candle for now, but if that happens, we have a good buy signal for net gas. So the initial targets will be again 1 ATR, whatever the ATR is, and you can always set your take profit to below the wick to keep the protection and go 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So within this zone, what do we have? We had two winning trade, one sell, one buy. Right here we had a sell condition, and then what do we have? We had a double bottom condition as well, a nice double bottom engulfing pattern. We had a nice massive push up out of that, and then we had a retest of the neckline. If you are my MMTA course student, you know this entry already with all the rules are met with the retest of the neckline of double bottom, and that is a good example of that as well. So that is how we took this trade nicely in last couple of weeks, a nice winning trade, and I've shown all these trade in my YouTube videos, and that is how I personally trade with my conditions, with entries, without trading blindly. And then what do we have? A recent head and shoulder trade. If you remember, this one we just took recently. I've sent in my priority group as well, and let's see the last one I'm going to show you, then we're going to jump onto the analysis part of the video. What do we have? We have a nice head and shoulder inverted head and shoulder pattern as well. A very next candle that has closed as a bullish engulfing candle right here. So that is how we had a completion of this pattern, and that is your entry. The way I would enter this trade is right at the close of this candle. If you want to have a tighter stop loss, you can go below the wick, few pips below the wick, and then go 1-to-1. If you want to have a protection of this termination zone, in that case, I would like to keep my stop loss below the head of the pattern and then go 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. A valid head and shoulder pattern with the condition as well. And now I'm expecting a good push up out of head and shoulder pattern. Awesome. So did you see the power of this head and shoulder pattern? Price massively pushed up, hitting our take profit, and now we are in the current date. This is today's date, which is 12th of August. Now you must be wondering, we had so many winning trades, why we did not get any losing trade. Now I want to show you. I remember one losing trade I personally took, which is right here. It is a bearish engulfer, and that is the only losing trade I had, and price just shoots up, hitting my stop loss. Now this is the only losing trade I had throughout last couple of months for net gas. I had other losing trades in forex or gold or other commodities, but for net gas it's performing really well, and that doesn't mean in the next trade you just put all your money there. You just take everything there, because we had good results out of net gas. If you see my last net gas trade result video, we had few losing trades there as well, but overall we have been taking some nice profitable and winning trade. So that is what I want to show you. I hope you got a value out of this. I hope you have learned a lesson that just after good winning trades, we don't have to be in the trade all the time. When we have a times when the price is moving sideways, not doing anything, just ranging, and when we have a condition, we are good to go short or long. All we need to do is wait with patience. And now I also take other entries. I have also other strategy which I personally take my trades with in between this area, and that is what I don't want to confuse you. That is what my students in MMTA course are learning. We have a momentum strategy. We had a strategy where the price is consolidating validating all other strategy, how to mark support and resistance zones with exact rules. I have separate 6 chapter for that only. That is why I can't explain that in a single video. But overall, I try to explain as much as possible on my YouTube video so that you can able to take your trades as efficient as possible. And with that, I'm also available on my Instagram channel, so that if you are confused, you can always ask me questions. You can DM me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So if you get a value out of that, please do not forget to hit the like button for me, or if you learned something out of it, hit the subscribe button so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Now, with that being said, let's finish off this long lecture and start our analysis, starting with nat gas, gold, silver, and crude oil. So if you have seen the second part of the video, we have shown you the entry pattern when the price breaks above the level of previous resistance and then it acts at a level of support, and then price is likely to push up. So that is a good example of that right here. And that was exactly here. The price broke above, came back in the trend continuation zone, and then pushed up again. So that's a similar condition we have right here on Ovanda. So at this point, if you follow me, you know my rules. Now price pushed up, pull back, and now we had a bullish engulfing candle that happened in the trend continuation zone, that happened in the previous level of resistance that has now turned support. Now that is an entry for me, and if your analysis goes against my analysis, please do not take it as an entry, or take an entry, take it on your own risk. This is just my opinion about the market, not any sort of financial advice. So this type of entry, I'll see how the market will open. If open gap below, I'll enter my trade below. I'll go 1-to-1. First, I'll use 1 ATR target first. ATR is 5, so I'll go 5 points target first, like this. Or you can keep your stop loss below the wick right here. Take profit wherever you want to take it. If you want to manage it till the recent top right here. So I can see a good bullish condition. I can see a nice pin bar here, and then we have a bullish engulfer that happened in the area of value as well. Price is pushing up in an uptrend, so it looks like price will continue to push up in a trend, and now we have a condition right here. So I've already shown you the target. If you want to enter it on your own risk. And if the price, let's say, dramatically push down, break below 50 EMA with 2 red candles, in that case price will hit your stop loss, of course, and then it will change its trend, and then I start to look for a possible head and shoulder pattern, bearish, and then we'll look accordingly. So for now, I'm still looking for the bullish trade right here. The bearish trades will be only after the stop loss is hit, and then I'll start to look for a pullback and possible next opportunity. So I have these zones there. The zone, if in case you missed it, is 2.707, goes up to 2.979. This is our trend continuation zone, bullish, and this is a good reason to enter. Now here on capital.com, if you are taking your trades here, just use 1 ATR exactly like that, and the zone 2.738 goes up to 2.830. Have these zones on the charts. That is what I'm expecting from NatGas next week. So let's see how it opens. If it opens gap up, and then we will see accordingly how we will enter. I'll wait for the pullback. If the price open gap down, then in that case the position will become invalid. So that is what I'm looking at for NatGas. Next one, we have gold. So gold is pushing down nicely and now about to hit the level of major support. It still did not hit the level of major support right here. As you can see, I'm very strict with my rules. I will only take my trades if the once the price hit my zone in green, and right here the zone below is 1983.38 goes up to 1910.62. I still want to see a complete hit of the zone and then a possible bullish candle. If that happens, we have a good buy signal, and this is a double bottom rejection area. If the price hit the zone, forms pin bar, bullish engulfer, we have a very strong double bottom on daily time frame, but on 4-hour time frame we can still get a push down in between the zone followed by bullish engulfer, or we can get a double bottom pattern. Price is about to hit my green zone from where I'll be entering my buy trades only. If we have a push down, no condition, pullback and forms bearish engulfer, I will take another shot, a little scalp before we get another push up. So that is how I will take my trades, and that is how I do my analysis. Right here on silver. Silver is now in the level of major support. We do not have any sort of condition, but I still have these zones ready on my chart. If you see in blue, the price is pushed up from here massively, so we can still get a push down within this zone, get a possible bullish engulfer or double bottom formation. Once we have that, we have a very strong signal that gold and silver both will push up from here. So I have these zones on the charts. This zone for silver is 22.02, goes up to 22.74, from where we'll be entering our buy trades. We have crude oil. Crude oil is pushing up and still in the level of trend continuation zone. I'm expecting a price to keep on pushing up in a trend. We do not have any sort of buy signal for now. I want to see a break above this high, then a pullback, and then I'll start to look for my buy trades only. So all I want to see, a push up, break above this high with a wick or with a candle. Once we have that, we can see a pullback and then a push up. For now, I'm just waiting for that move. Once we have that, we are good to go long and keep on taking longs until the price hit the next level of resistance, which is 93.05 goes up to 95.99, from where we will enter our sell trades with bearish engulfers, double top entry confirmation. So let's add copper here as well. So copper is pushing down nicely. We had a nice head and shoulder pattern has right here. Price is now pushing down. If the price keep on falling down and continue to fall down, it will hit the level of support in green. These blue numbers are your level of support. If we have a hit of this support, then I will enter my buy trade with bearish bullish engulfers or double bottom entry confirmation. For now, I will only look for my sell trades with bearish engulfer and keep on taking short until we hit the level in green. So that is it for commodities, guys, and I hope you're learning something out of it. Hit the like button for me, and if you have made it to the end, you are a legend and you deserve a salute. Let me know in the comment section and I will reply you with a salute there as well. Hope you trade green next week and see you guys in the next video. Have an awesome weekend. Take care.